Did some Tory MPs believe that Prime Minister Sunak pulled off a masterstroke, read the Northern Ireland Protocol, and that basically it would end a Boris-led coup? But not so. Where are we?
Well, it's just when you think it might be over, of course, it never is. So, Rishi Sunak comes back with another Brexit deal from the EU to sort out this Northern Ireland problem. And everybody says, well, that's a lot better than anybody was expecting. Maybe we should just accept this. But the Brexiteers and the Northern Irish Protestants went off into their dark rooms, still there, studying the detail, refusing to say whether they're going to support or not. And then Boris goes and gives the most inflammatory speech, says, no, we can't possibly support this. I won't be voting for it. And rebellion's back on. And,
okay, what people want to know is Boris closer to reclaiming the leadership or further away? Now, we won't raise the Sue Gray issue here. I want to talk to you about that in just a moment. But as we talk tonight, is Boris closer to reclaiming the leadership or further away?
I wish I could answer that question properly. I think he's gradually moving closer. The right of the party is definitely unhappy, although something happened yesterday that may well help Sunak, which is he has finally introduced his bill to tackle illegal migrants. That actually, more than Northern Ireland, Brexit may close the door on Boris.
Well, we won't go into that detail tonight because there's so much here to talk about. I just want to finish here. The Boris speech, you said inflammatory speech. Boris said, when I left office, we were just a few points behind in the polls. Sunak's now more than 20 points behind. Would you say that the majority of the parliamentary party and the Conservative base in the electorate believe that Boris Johnson is the only one who can bring them back from the brink? Because on these figures, you've written this, the Conservative Party could make history, relegated to fourth at a general election.
Absolutely. I mean, they're looking at catastrophic results, and some of them are in denial about it. But, week after week after week, the polls say the same story, and you can't just ignore that. So, yes, I mean, the fact is that Boris has the charisma. Rishi may actually be a more effective administrator, it turns out, but Boris has the charisma, he has the cut through. He may be their one chance of pulling this thing off.
That's right. But
I can't see them winning an election, Christ.
Nonetheless, I mean, you've made the point. You talked just then about a rebellion in relation to this Northern Ireland Protocol. We won't bore people with the detail, but there are a lot of people out there, Brexiteers, who say, well, hang on, we've got our lawyers looking at it. This is not what Rishi is saying it is. Therefore, if Rishi Sunak submits it to the Commons, would he be relying on Labor votes to get the deal through? And that would be a disaster, would it not?
That would be a disaster, and that would poison his relationship with the parliamentary party, the Conservative Parliamentary Party. And there are other things coming down the line which, he's going to need a lot of goodwill on. And if he's reliant on Labour votes, he's in serious trouble.